right. Hey, everyone. As a certified yoga instructor, nutrition coach, among many other certifications, I get asked about which of these two options to pick so often. And today I'm going to cut through that noise. I'm going to break it down for you. So I'm Lacey, and welcome to the Gym Lab crew. So first of all, biggest difference between ISSA and National Strength and Conditioning Association, or NSCA, is their career path, who they are intended for. Now, when you look at NSCA, first thing you're going to notice is they have a lot of heavy focus here on research and education. That's because you're going to join with a membership. You don't have to, but I promise it's worth it if this is the path you are considering. They have different membership levels for students or professionals, and of course, CPI membership. That gives you access to free continuing education units. We're going to pop back to that. Their journal access, their television station, member-only content, their community, and other member perks. Now, NSCA is basically the gold standard for high-performance athletes. If you are looking for a career where you train at a university, maybe you're training the athletes there, or you want to work with pro athletes and other periodization-based performance models, this is going to be the way to go. You're going to want that membership, not just because it will reduce your costs for the actual certifications and the study materials if you need it, but because of these things I already talked about. That journal access, membership, gives you free CEU access, and of course all their other support structures. Now, the biggest benefit here is that the National Strength and Conditioning Association has their own set of publications. They focus very heavily on science. So if you need to be top tier in your field, this is where you're going to get it. This is where you're going to find that access to ongoing research publications, to ongoing certifications for free. Now, in terms of cost for your certifications, you're going to see here that the costs are very different from any other organization. When you try to get certified, you basically pay a la carte. So you pay for your exam only, and you can choose to just do that if you're already an expert in your field. Or you can buy individual study materials. Now, study materials and exams are going to come at different costs. Now, you're going to see here, Certified Performance and Sport Scientist. There is a lot of application for that, especially with Tactical Strength and Conditioning Facilitator or Certified Special Population Specialist. These are pretty heavy duty. They look as intense as they are. The exams and study materials are discounted if you're a member, and your ongoing costs are discounted as well. But these also have a pretty stringent set of materials and requirements behind them, including a proctored exam. So this is as intense as it gets for good reason. You get that access to ongoing professional development. Again, I can't stress enough, really great if you want to train law enforcement, if you want to work with military, if you plan to have a career training pro athletes, this is where you're going to turn. Pretty specific, pretty intentional. Then we come over here to ISSA, which already looks a little bit more exciting, a little bit more engaging and open to everyone. And these pictures that you see here kind of bring home that key difference. So ISSA is ideal for anyone who's just beginning. Over here, this is some heavy duty stuff, right? You want to be a sports scientist. You want to work with the military. You want to train law enforcement with the unique physical challenges they're going to deal with in their tactical environment. Okay, if that's not your cup of tea and you're looking to just train maybe young children, you want to do some sports training for kids, you want to help young athletes, you want to help older people in your community, you want to work at your local gym, that is where ISSA comes in. So ISSA structures their payments very differently. They have support where you can pay per month. You can see right here, and that cost is contingent on the number of certifications and specializations you get. On that note, you can see that they have so many options. Under personal training, they have all of these as personal training specializations. There are so many more. I won't bore you with them. You can look into them if you're interested. The nutrition and wellness, all of these are other specialties that you can look into, other certifications you can get. If you want to be a somewhat more legitimate version of a life coach, for example, health coach is a good alternative. Health coach is a science-based alternative where you help people get that motivation that they need. You help people solve their problems, stay as fit as they want to be, and really change their behaviors. That includes lifestyle changes, maybe learning how to meditate in addition to doing yoga, stretching, and doing weightlifting. Now, the thing you'll see here, in addition to yoga, nutrition and wellness, and personal training, is the sheer volume. As mentioned, accreditation over here, pretty limited, very severe, which is great if that is where you want to be. But if you want to sort of create your own recipe for success by adding different ingredients, and of course in this analogy, those ingredients are the different certifications, ISSA is ideal. They have a self-paced option. Your test is open book and online most of the time. They don't send you your study materials, but I usually print mine. So I have mine here and I can refer to them time and time again. When I am going for a coaching session, I can take whichever binder I need based on what it is I'm coaching. I can even just take chapters out and have that there as a reference when I'm building things like a training plan or a nutrition plan. You have options not only for affordable packages, discounts for multiple options, but as I said here, a lot of opportunity to diversify, to choose the type of program you want best based on these resources. Other resources, they have the job guarantee. They have trainer tools. They have resources with Zoom meetings that happen on a weekly basis for some of these certifications. They also offer things like, let's see if I can find it here. Once you're logged in, you get access to things like the Career Connect platform that you see here. You get access to free website building. You have marketing tools. You have discounts on your liability insurance, as well as clothing like athletic clothing or fitness materials like tools, online programs, the equipment that you might need if you're doing something at home or in your client's home. So there is a lot of support for building your business. Basically, if you're trying to go online, work at local gyms, or have a specialized option that sets you apart in your field, ISSA has all of that for you. If you're looking for that gold standard of scientifically driven data, working in a high capacity with law enforcement, military, or university pro athletes, then the National Strength and Conditioning Association will work for you. All right, well, thanks for hanging out with me here on the Gym Lab crew. We test this stuff so that you don't have to. I break it down for you so that you can find something that's really helpful, whether it's ISSA over here or NSCA over here. So if this helped, hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.